Your usual Charlie Brown. Can't you see it's stuck in the thorns? Knowing Benjamin Franklin is watching me from up there with utter contempt is too intimidating. Can't you read? It's a white paint can. I obviously can't take that away from him. Even if I'm now dead, I still don't feel it would be wise to stain my criminal record. I can't even imagine how his back came to be in that state. Can I bother you for a second? I'd like to talk to you of our Lord Cthulhu.
He can't hear you.
I'm noticing a suspicious resemblance. Who exactly are you?
I'm Pan, the wicked conscience of this little miserable man. He kept me dormant inside him for years without listening to me. But you know, when you insist on suppressing every frustration, you're inevitably destined to blow up sooner or later. And so now, I am in charge.
Why does he have those wounds on his back?
Soul possession brings some severely violent consequences with it. Let's just say that whoever suffers from it momentarily loses his senses and in the end turns to self-harm. And in case he survives, his mind comes under my control, as you must have noticed by now.
What are you guys doing?
We happen to have a scam underway. A big scam. We couldn't stand our demeaning and not at all gratifying job as office workers anymore. So we spent all our savings to buy this cave that we accidentally dated back to the Neolithic, complete with cave paintings.
You're really an evil mastermind, no doubt about it.
You mean we are really evil?
I'll leave you to your work.
As you know, crime never sleeps.
It would seem to be a metallic disc stuck in the rock. I wouldn't know how to use it. I really don't know what to say. It's a child's dream coming true. Finally, some really intelligent life forms. This reminds me of the famous 1947 accident, but I'm not a US government agent. I wouldn't really know where to start. Better avoid problems. FBI, Officer Skinny. Walter Skinny. If that is meant to be the Red Sea, someone must have hugely exaggerated the storytelling. I prefer not to risk finding a snake under my sweater. It's surely more fun to do it with tomato soup. The cave painting idea might be set aside.
What do you mean?
Look for yourself to my right.
I'll be darned. This will be worth a lot of money. Neolithic my foot. Come on, let's go. We've got work to do.
The batteries are missing. Days. What the hell? He really got me, so credit to him. The best way to arouse a hipster. With your permission, I'll take it, Boogie.
Go ahead. You earned it.
Where did those come from?
They're the posters for a horrorbilly concert that will be held tonight at the old cemetery. My brother didn't want any interference for his party, so he tore down as many as he could. The whole neighborhood was practically wallpapered with them.
Little impertinent kid. He has a bright future ahead of him. You're having fun, eh?
Tyler didn't want me in the way, so he closed me in here. I had to do something to fill all this time.
Tyler?
My older brother. He's the guy who arranged the party. I was bored, so I thought it would be fun to scare anyone who walked into the storage room by mistake.
If I was in your shoes, I would have done much worse. It's the same size as the fishing pole disc. There's something The best way to arouse a hipster. I think it acts as a key for the spaceship or something like that. The dolls with the button eyes always scare me. You know those wool things that go on one's head to shelter it from the cold? Perfect.
Cuddle me, hot stuff. I love
Jelly Rock by Aaron Wispley, a huge 1957 hit that sold more than 9 million copies. Let's leave his symbol of glory alone.
in the closet.
I don't see any record players around. Express Courier, 24 hours, 7 days a week. 0084588901. All packages must be impact-proof, water-repellent, and the contents must be clearly indicated outside the box. I could pack up the wardrobe and ship myself to Ronald's new house. Rocco's Hotline, 806969. Hot, naughty, courteous. Cave Johnson's Shower Curtains, 206-002-456. I hope at least these are not a lie. Genetically programmed to undermine your reputation.
Or my husband will hear us.
Cracker. Cracker. Come on, stupid bird, repeat it. Cracker!
You brainless moron biped. My intellectual capacities are way superior to yours.
What did you say?
Cracker!
He must have suffered a really bad accident. Are you talking about the picture or the truck that obviously ran over his face? Oh, he would be perfect as a scarecrow.
To me.
How does it feel to be the main character of an Almodovar film? He doesn't look particularly good.
Closet.
I don't want my sweater stained by puke, thanks. Guitar solos with P. Strums. The perfect way to release the indestructible inner boy. Stop asking me to pick up unnecessary things. Time is money. These are the moments I resent not having a bladder anymore. I'm definitely not a military forces expert. My knowledge stops at Gunnery Sergeant Hartman. You've seen too many Lupin the Third episodes. Okay, that is definitely not a good idea. He was waiting for the Half-Life 3 release. Right in the feels. Listen, friend, in this video game, there isn't room for two skeletons. Don't say a word or I'll make you regret being dead, okay? Good boy. What nice sharp fangs! Would you be so kind not to eat me? I may have removed the tie from the doorknob, but the fact of the matter doesn't change.
Be quiet, or my husband...
Damn, I'm out again.
There is work to complete here, for sure. Okay, one of the fallen angels, but this one seems to have made a loud thump. I can gladly do without the holiness. It's not for me. A statue in the city graveyard is the right tribute to one of the heroes of my video gaming childhood. I would have never imagined we'd have so much in common one day, although I was lucky enough not to lose my jaw. It's really curious how many genius hunches are just the result of more or less serious head injuries. What do I need with a flux capacitor that doesn't flux? I don't think it would be very easy to get this grave to a speed of 88 miles per hour. Great Scott! They come up with all kinds of excuses to mask their hoarseness. How, if he couldn't even sing his own song? At the very least, it can't be said he lacks self-deprecation. Hey guys, can I have some of your firecrackers?
Ask your mother to buy you some. And get out of our way. Can't you see we're busy?
But that's Grandma. Ronald's grandma, I mean. The thread of a spiderweb is made of such resistant material, it would make even Frodo's mithril chainmail seem flimsy. Why should I? The most useful object a galactic hitchhiker could have. Only in case of emergency. Here, Willow the arsonist found her eternal peace, dead for the joy of a great fireworks show. Here rests Woody the lumberjack, asphyxiated after inhaling some silver powder. Here lies Wilson Percival Higgsbury, exceptional scientist who fatally wounded himself with a razor blade. Here, Wilbur the Monkey King is buried, dead on the spot having slipped on a banana peel. I had no idea they had followers in the arachnid world as well. In the otherworldly realm, you'd have a hard time taking root with your business model. I hope that even after her passing, her mole vision hasn't improved much, so I can still pass myself off as Ronald. Hi, Grandma. I'm Ronald. Grandma, I can't really understand what you're saying.
Damn my age. Ronald, Grandma's sweetheart, you came to see me? You're so emaciated. Are you eating enough?
I have a serious allergy to plums that totally ruined my will to live.
Well, sometimes we all get a bit constipated, there's nothing to be ashamed of. Try some baked apples or kiwis.
Grandma, didn't you have yourself cremated?
Do you really think I'd let them lock me up in a vase? I corrupted the gravedigger by telling him to fill the urn with chewing gum.
I noticed that.
Your favorites. Anything for my little Ronnie.
It'd really be too much for her. What is Grandpa doing over there?
He's been trying to get out of his coffin for days now. Except every time he forgets to watch his head.
Well, at least he leaves you alone.
It's about time. It wasn't enough for him to torture me when I was alive. I didn't even have time to die before he felt compelled to do the same.
I'll come back and visit you very soon, Grandma.
Wait a minute, Ronald. It's dangerous out there. It's full of atheists. Take this.
I don't understand what you're...
Automatic lighting system activated.
What ugly mugs.
Speak for yourself.
Did I just imagine it, or did that head say something?
Nothing at all.
Very good. For a moment, I thought I'd gone mad. How can you expect me to talk to some heads in brine? They must have uttered their last words a long time ago now.
Too bad that doesn't apply to you, too.
All this pointing and clicking stresses me out. I should absolutely take a vacation, sooner or later. I have the vague impression that someone here lost their inspiration. I didn't know how to name him. Am I right?
You didn't know how to name what?
You. It's your name.
No, I have no name.
Maybe it's precisely because your parents didn't know how to name you.
Perhaps.
So I'm right. That's your name.
I already told you it's not my name.
You should get yourself in shape again.
Why do you say that?
Maybe because you can't even get out of your burial plot?
I just put myself on a diet. I haven't touched a pizza in weeks.
Only because he devoured the errand boy too, last time.
What happened to your arm?
I was too hungry, and I bit it.
It must have really hurt.
But it was good.
I'm assuming you're a cannibal, then.
I make no distinction when there's food involved.
You don't mean to try to eat me too, right?
If they were all like you, I'd have starved to death by now.
Actually, you're right. I'm going out for a walk. Maybe you can join me later, okay? Black magic for daily consumption. There must be a reason it's been here for so many years without anyone picking it. Chapter 1. Witchcraft. How to curse your mother-in-law. Capture a wait for midnight. Free your beloved. Remove the octa. Chapter 3. Voodoo practices. How to get revenge. Recover some hair. Then close your. If the rich grab a. Enjoy your revenge. Octung. Keep out of reach of children. It certainly cannot be said that they lived quiet times in the deep ocean. I can suggest a good beautician, if I may. It certainly can... So elegant. Good evening.
Hi, pretty bones.
What happened to your head?
My dear, I'm a zombie. I'm decomposing.
Yes, I read the hotspot label, but it was hard to believe.
Oh, sweetie pie, you're making me blush. But then again, it's normal to cause confusion when you're lucky enough to putrefy in such a sublime way.
I could even be envious. So, you like brains, right?
Of course, Pretty Bones. I love brains. But only the male ones, if you know what I mean.
Only too well. Nice dress.
I wore it on the day of my wedding.
I guess it's a memory you really care about.
Obviously, considering it's the same day I committed suicide.
Forgive me, I didn't know.
Cyanide, for the record. She was incredibly beautiful, but she wasn't exactly my type.
I suppose it wasn't about the color of her hair.
And I couldn't stand that she had smoother skin than mine. I just couldn't wrap my brain around it.
What are you doing locked in here?
This was the crypt of my family once, so I was buried here.
A long time ago, it seems. Exactly how old are you?
Don't be rude, darling. It's not polite to ask a zombie his age.
I humbly apologize. You smell really good.
Oh, honey, slow down with the advance. Don't be so shameless. I use a mix of bubble bath and body butter. They're really great. Anyway, I must say that for a little bone like you smell good too.
I really have to go now.
Come back and visit me sometime, little star.
Wake up, old man!
You needn't shout like that.
You're right. Excuse me.
I forgive you.
Listen, could you maybe sew some of this hair on the head of this doll?
An unusual request, but I perceive no reason not to indulge you. Give it to me.
Too kind. Okay, negative thoughts. Nothing easier, all because of how easily I can project my complete hate of other people. Sure. Why should I? Is this your time machine?
Yes, but it is still an experimental prototype.
The usual excuse is to say it doesn't work.
It'll work. Just watch and see. And finally, everybody will stop saying that I'm just a crazy.
But
That's.
You seem to be pretty.
And it's still.
You can really. I'll come back later. See you then. Why should I? On the house.
You can never say no to a drink.
Yes, good boy. Drink. Don't look at me that way. I had no other choice. Look at him. He's sleeping like an angel. A few hours of sleep won't be bad for him. He was too stressed. Well, one of the few advantages of my skeletal form is that I'm unaffected by electric shocks. Okay, the janitor is not the nicest person in the world, but destroying his shack seems too much even for me. First, I need to place the arm over the wardrobe. Don't be hasty. I didn't know I'd need to go through all this to get it down. Do I look capable of moving a wardrobe all by myself? I really have to go now.
Come back and...
This is shaping up to be very fruitful fishing, finally.
I can't believe you did it.
I am a real pro. What can you do?
Why don't you take a look at your pockets?
How on earth did you do it?
When you spend your life escaping from the IRS, you can't survive without certain tricks.
And how did you end up running a carousel?
Social services. Anyway, with that coupon, you can collect a prize of your choice at the Gypsy kiosk just outside the city. Oh, I almost forgot. Be careful going around with that other little bag I gave you.
Oh God, what other little bag?
I was just joking.
You're not funny at all.